CAT 2025, or for that matter, any CAT. We want to go for CAT, we want to go for MBA, but just the entrance exam is not the thing. Eventually, you will realize that entrance exam, though is a big part of your overall selection process, it is not the only thing and not also extremely significant. So what is the other thing? That is your profile. Let's take a quick look and understand what do I mean by profile and what can you do in next 9, 10 or 8 months, whatever you have right now. The more the time, the better it is for you. So watch this video carefully, understand what you can do to improve your profile right now, focus on that immediately so that you can focus on your CAT preparation, especially the test series during the later part of this year. Let's take a look at what are the elements of profile. Actually, there are only two. One is your academic one. Academic basically means the score that you have gotten in your 10th, 12th and graduation. And the second thing is your non-academic profile, which is quite expansive. Everything from your extracurriculars to your job experience to your NGO work, social thing, your hobbies, reading, things that you have done to prove your versatility, whatnot. All these things become part of your non-academic profile. Now the interesting part is that when you fill the CAT form or any other MBA examination form, the very first step is only academic profile that they check. So if you made the eligibility and if you have really good scores, then you get the points for that. During your PI stages, the second portion of your profile also comes into picture extensively. So it is important for you to focus on that. And there are people who have gap year. There are people whose current study or current professional experience do not align with their eventual MBA goals. So all these things require that you ensure your profile continuity according to your MBA goal. And that's why you have to focus on that. By the way, within the academic profile, only the UG thing you can change, especially if you are the undergraduate student as on today. So if you are in second year, third year, fourth year, depending upon when you are starting your CAT preparation, this is the only thing which is in your control. And if this is in your control, ensure that you do well in that. These are the things which depend on, whether you can control them or not, or to what extent, but you can control them significantly. So is CAT score not enough? Absolutely not. Yes, 45 to 65% weightage will be dedicated to CAT score depending upon which top B school you want to go for. When we talk about non-top B schools, this weightage can go up to 100% as well for your first shortlist. But we are talking about top B schools, and eventually for the non-top B schools also, even if the first shortlist is happening at CAT score of 100%, the second portion will still talk about your profile. So profile is important. How does a good profile help? First, GDPI call. You get 99.99, you get 100 percentile. If you do not have a good profile, if you do not meet the basic minimum eligibility criteria in 10th, 12th and graduation, you will not receive a call from ABCL and whatnot. Second thing is, eventually, the more versatile you are, the better you have performed in your life. That will increase your chances of PI conversion. And you already know, right, that if you get a call from a good B school, but you do not convert PI, how disheartening that will be. And the third thing is, of course, when you reach there, you have to go for summer placements, you have to go for final placements, and the organizations that will come into those B schools will not just check that you are from IIM Calcutta, will also check whether you also have something else. When organizations are coming to IIM Calcutta, they are talking about taking as many people from IIM Calcutta only. So that is a common metric across. What different you bring to profile then? How will you land the best internship and best placement later on? All these things are determined by your profile that you have today. What you are going to earn and get during the college, everybody is going to get that. So be sure about improving that. So chaliye, let's take a look at what are the 3 checks that are performed by various B schools when they talk about profile. First is your academic score. Through your academic score, they try to see whether you can take the rigor of B school or not. Now, it is a thing that people say that, oh, marks do not define my worth. I'm sorry, they do. Definitely, marks might not be the sole thing that will define your worth or your abilities, but marks definitely constitute toward that. Let's not discount the importance of good marks. Second thing is, have you demonstrated consistent intellectual ability? If you have done really good stuff, in your school time, in your college time, if you have scored really well, that means you have been consistent in your intellectual endeavor. Even if it is about just taking the exams, at least you were good enough to solve the numericals. And that's what they want to see. Eventually, they also want to test you on even rigorous scale later on. How will you demonstrate that you have the capability for it? Through your scores. The second check is the specialization fit. Are you fit for the specialization? Let's say you have done your BA, Bachelor in Arts, and then you want to go for MBA in Finance. Now, as far as your specialization in UG is concerned, you are not a good specialization fit. So what else you can do? That is also part of your profile building. So B-Schools also test whether you have a specialization fit or not. For example, if you have done some courses related to finance from various places, certified courses, you have completed some internship or anything like that, then they think that, okay, yeah, this guy is of course capable of a new specialization, and this existing specialization is not going to be an impediment in his learning. The final check is the versatility. Nobody wants a person who can do only one thing. When we talk about B-Schools, top B-Schools, they want people who are like Superman, right? Or in Indian terms, Krish or Shaktiman. You have to be Shaktiman. And when I talk about versatility index, it's about your overall personality. Are you socially sensitive? Do you have emotional quotient? Are you good at speaking? Can you do the analytics? Do you have various tools at your disposal which can help you do your technical and non-technical thing and whatnot? Do you know some form of music? Can you speak in more than 1 or 2 or 3 languages? Do you know international languages? Do you know national languages? So how to build that kind of a structure for yourself? Very simple. First thing is that you focus on your marks. Second thing is, depending upon your situation, whether you have a gap year or according to the 3 checks that we talked about, specialization, fit and so on, do some courses or certifications. If it is possible that you are in your current graduation school or you can do independently, go for some research paper, go for independent projects, go for some internships, but do something which is relevant. Now, as far as courses and certifications go, there are various ways to do it, and I want you to be very attentive now. First thing is this. This is quite cheap as in economical. The Swayam portal of Government of India, plethora of courses, so many good schools. From IITs to IIM Bangalore and whatnot, so many institutes are there. They are going to give you your degree with their name. You will have to take the course, which is free of cost, and then you have to take the exam, which is, which endeavors the cost. I think 1,000 or 2,000 rupees, you can check that. So enroll here if you want to. The second thing is you can go for LinkedIn Learning. They also offer plethora of courses that you can go for. Again, the certificates that you earn there, you can plug those certificates in your LinkedIn profile. By the way, the certificates of Swayam also can be plugged in. And third thing is, you all have heard of places like EDX or Coursera. But when I talk about Coursera, the cost is slightly high. So for that, you can do one thing. IMS has a tie-up with Coursera, in which when you take a subscription from IMS, then you get up to 60% discount on Coursera, and there are various IMS recommended courses also, which I'm going to show you, and you can just pause there or take a screenshot so that you can know what you want to do or what you might want to explore there. So that's also a very good thing. I mean, what 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 rupees, whatnot, depending upon whether you want to go for a 5-month access, 3-month access, and there is a 1-month access also. It's your choice at what speed you want to do your n number of courses, but that is something you can choose. So, second thing is about your other parts, your hobbies, your extracurriculars, be part of your college fests, be part of your various things if you have the chance right now. If you're not an undergraduate, then maybe you won't be able to take a position of responsibility as such, but as part of an NGO or as part of a social thing, you can still do that. But if you have the chance, don't just sit in the class, okay, somebody else will do it, kya farak padta hai, what's the whole point of it? No. Go and participate. Either you will fail or you will pass. Either way, you might secure a certificate. Acha, when I say certificate, of course, you must ensure that there is a written word to testify all your endeavors. Not like that, I have done so many things in my school times and in my college times, but I have nothing to justify for. No, have certificate. Certificate does not mean a cardboard certificate. If your college does not provide certificate, take it from somebody from the college, the higher authority on their letterhead, or maybe through somebody's official email ID, and then they are going to testify that yes, this person has done this thing and this is some sort of an appreciation. But you should have some documents ready which can be like certificates. Third thing is, Your internships. If you're working right now, work really well so that you can get some award, some recognition. If you're working in a brand which is quite reputed, that also adds to your profile. And focus on this lane. Learn on new tech and skills. In fact, a couple of days ago, I posted a video on how AI is changing the management and job landscape. And for management, it was all good news, but you will have to really upgrade yourself to some skills. You can watch that video as well. It will help you what skills would be good for you to upgrade. So let me just give you a quick show of what are the various IMS recommended courses for various MBA specializations. I'm not going to say that out loud, but I'm just going to show you through on the screen so that you can pause the video and check for yourself what would be the courses you would like to explore. If you want to go for some general specializations, these are the courses for you, very interesting courses. And I have also shown what kind of an estimated effort it could be. And you also should choose on the basis of how much time you have right now. It's not like, no, I only can spare maybe 40 hours a week or something, but I'm choosing, 40 hours say in a 3 months time, but I'm choosing say a 160 or 200 hours program. Makes no sense. Then for finance specialization, this is the course. I'm also writing here what universities it is offered by. Now, these things can change slightly on the Coursera platform, slightly, because updates keep on happening. They might remove something, but on the basis of what we have curated a couple of days ago, it will give you some idea. Then for marketing, these are the courses. Again, you can check that. For HR, these are the courses. For operations, these are the courses. For strategy and general management specializations, these are the courses. For analytics and technology, these are the courses. Now, these are going to be slightly more intense because they are more technical, especially people with some sort of IT or computer science background. They want to go for something like that if they want to make their career in data analytics or machine learning aligned with management. But you can check that for yourself, what you're coming from. And these are some essential skills that anybody can have. For example, working with your Microsoft Excel, your Word, PowerPoint, especially Excel and statistics. That's very interesting. And a lot of people really want to do this thing, finance for non-finance professionals. You can check that out also. So there are 4 things that you have to bear in mind when you are going for any certification or any sort of new skill upgrade. One thing is always go for something which can improve your skills and which can give you more position, better, show of yourself. For example, if you have the opportunity of becoming a leader in a fest and just an organizer, go for a leadership position. Second thing is right activity. Just because everybody is doing it, you should do it? Absolutely not. If you're not interested in finance, don't pick finance even if everybody says finance kar lo. No, don't do that. Third thing, which is quite important, consider return on investment. And return on investment comes from 2 things. One, the time that you are going to spend. Second, the money that you are going to spend. Check for yourself. As I told you that if 50 hours worth of course is okay for you to justify that you have some skill set, later on of course you can learn further. Then you don't have to go for 200 hours, especially if you are quite busy already with your CAT preparation. Acha, none of these things will matter if you do not score a good CAT score. So it has to be a balance. And fourth one is have a genuine interest. Otherwise you will not be able to pursue it anyway. Okay. So feel free to connect because it will be important for you to align a mentor for yourself who can guide you later on. All the very best for your profile building. Start right away.